That's what she does. My bad, y'all. The dang on. I tried to pause it and then I needed to unlock my card and everything. So, she say no for everything. You think that's funny? That's what she do. You ready to go home? See, no. See. But you know what? She always uses it at the right time. Like her context is really well. Are you ready? Stop staring at that light.
Yeah, you can't look at that last one.
All right. I'll talk to you, T. This is strawberry orange. Hold on a second, y'all. How much you charge for these mambas?
I don't know. I can scan them and see.
I'm just curious. I might have to come back and do some things. I got a plan that I'm working on. How much? Woo-wee! That's a whole bunch of money for some mambas. $4.15, y'all. Oh no. All right, darling. I'll see you later.
All right.
All right. So yeah, I was saying, my bad, y'all. Big bump, big bump. Boop, boop. Yeah, I was saying my bad because I went to try to pause the video like I've done before so that I can unlock my card and it just totally stopped the video. So with that being said, this is part 2. Although I don't know how much the first one is as far as minutes, the duration I should say. So I don't know if that's going to be a short or what. You know, I don't really know about these things. I just get on here and post. We'll do my little recording, post, and then get off, baby. That's what I be doing. So yeah, my baby was shaking her head no in the store. Because I really just came up there. You guys, let me show y'all what I walked to the store for. You guys. Hello, Arizona, call me. Hello, blueberry white tea, baby. If you don't believe me when I say it's good, baby, it's good. Dog. When I see this in the store, I say Arizona white tea, blueberry. I like your blueberry. I need white tea. I could try it. Yo. When I tell you I wanted to go back and get it, but it was raining. So she's been staring out the window for a few days now. And it's just like, Mama really hasn't been feeling up to going outside. Because, need I remind you, Mama was born in the springtime, April 23rd. But it's still very hot. And the humidity doesn't bother me. But it's the heat that comes after it rains. And I just don't be wanting to deal with that. So it did rain this morning, so I decided to go ahead and get my little drink. And I'm not sure what time it is, but I feel like I should check the mail, but I forgot the mailbox key home. So that's the mail, people, taking out the trash. So now we wait. And then they're gonna go to mine. I like this community because each aisle or each building, they have their own trash can. So it's not like all one huddled in, in one. So anyway, you guys, thank you for tuning in. As I was saying, I know I'm probably all over the place this morning. My morning started off well. Woke up, got myself and my baby together, and I was like, I feel like drinking me some of that Arizona. So I walked to the store. And of course, naturally I don't know what time they open, so I did ask what time you guys open. And the clerk said T, right? T. The clerk, T, that's his name, T, Atunde. But they call him T because they can't say people can't say his name. And I'm like, well, my name is Iniki. 5 letters, 3 of which are consecutive, and people still get it messed up. Inky, Inika, Nikki. No, my name is Iniki. Not Aniki. Iniki. Not Inik. Iniki. So, What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Let me see if I can hurry up and finesse past this dumpster, because they taking out my trash now. And y'all, when I tell you, baby, I had to hurry up and take my trash out the other day. Woo, Jesus. There is no reason why your trash should be smelling like that, young lady. And I'm talking about me. So yeah, here I am falling out all over the place. LB just chilling. I feel like I was talking about a subject to y'all. My neck looks fat. I like doing this. Y'all can see me walking, getting in my steps. On some Anna Nicole. Do you like my body? You remember her? Anna Nicole. I remember her. Do you like my body? That's what she be doing. What was her thing? She had a, what was she endorsing or endorsed by? Not Bowflex. If y'all remember Anna Nicole, drop in the comments. I remember Anna Nicole. And y'all tell me what she was endorsing, because I don't remember. I feel like I should know, because of course that was my era, but I don't really remember. But yeah, I was just saying, you guys. Whoop, here we go. Sorry, baby. Big bump. Let me hold it now, y'all. God, dog. Because my freaking neighbor keeps parking his doggone car so close to the dang on sidewalk. I'll be having problems moving my dang on stroller. All right, y'all. Okay, so what was I saying? Yeah, my morning started off pretty well. No complaints there. Baby, it be these steps, trying to get these steps in. Why is it so dark? Got my Arizona blueberry white tea. If you haven't tried this, you guys, make sure you try the Arizona green tea. It is superb. That's just my opinion. Oh, I was talking about the clerk tea, right? So my baby, she has this habit. I'm unlocking the door, you guys, so give me a second. Come on, mama. My baby, she has this habit of like staring at lights, right? So I'll often tell her, stop staring at that light. Stop staring at that light. And Wati go and say, yeah. That's why I gotta love us sometimes. What the heck is that? Oh, let me tell you about these cats by my door. That one a few days ago when I needed to take out my trash. Anyway, so I'm back in, you guys. So T was telling the baby, yeah, stop staring at that light. It's gonna mess up your cubicle. Yeah. Please join me in a laugh. And he was so serious. Like, yeah, don't mess up your light. Don't look at that light. That'll mess up your cubicle. Pupil? No, he did not. Boy, oh boy, I'm talking about, I had to laugh at that because I'm just like, he don't know that's the wrong word. But, you know, I needed the laugh for the morning because, baby, I woke up this morning and I was not laughing. I was just feeling so dehydrated. Oh, Jesus. Hence me walking to the store for the Arizona, literally for just Arizona. I was way too dehydrated. Way too dehydrated, you guys. So yeah, let me tell you about these nasty cats. Well, they're not even nasty. So a few months ago, still very much 2024, when I moved in here at first, this cat, well, 4 cats imprinted on me, and I gave them names. One is Cinnamon, one is Specs, the other is Silver, and I can't remember the other name. I probably just didn't name it, right? And I met them when they were like kittens. So I came from an appointment one time, and I went to drop off my stuff out in the house, and then I came back out because, I typically leave my trash by the door, and I went to go throw away the trash. And these cats, meow, meow, meow. So the landlord was like, hey, ma'am, everything all right? Because I was bent down. And I was like, yeah, I'm just looking at these cats. He was like, take one. I was like, you ain't got to say nothing but a word, baby. Because, of course, you got to pay a little pet deposit, $500 pet deposit plus a monthly fee. So the landlord telling me to take it, I ain't got to pay nothing. So essentially, I tried to take the one that I wanted because everything in my house, or majority of everything in my house, is gray. And Silver, the cat, it had these like sleepy eyes. They reminded me of someone, hence me wanting that particular cat. And I mean, it was gorgeous. He had a very, she, I don't know, but the cat had a very nonchalant personality. Like, I'll take it or leave it, I don't care. And the eyes were like a lime neon green. I wanted the hell out of that cat. So the other cats that I had mentioned, it was Cinnamon. Cinnamon was all right, but I want Silver. Cinnamon had that like black stuff by her eyes. Naturally, I feel like say you have the germs. My one young baby, you feel like you go come in here with your young germs, your cat germs, and me don't want no germs, right? Me don't want no germs around me. And I'm a cat person to a T. So Cinnamon came in, went behind the couch. That was when my couch was still over here, you guys, by this back wall here, and was just looking around. And I'm like, because, you can't, like, they're still feral in a sense, right? Even though they were kittens, they're still feral, so you can't, like, force them. So they have to, like, build that trust to come on their own. And Cinnamon came in, looked around, and I'm like, I don't want you. I want you. But Silver was only going to come if Silver would have came. Silver was going to come if Cinnamon would have came, right? Long story short, I was like, fine, I didn't want 2 cats, but I'll take 2 because I want the silver one. I want the gray silver one. But if I gotta get this gray silver one and you have to come along, then fine, whatever. So now I'm already in my brain thinking like, I need cat food, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that. Was able to finally get the gray cat in. Batshit. Excuse me, y'all. Went crazy, went ape. And I'm like, I forgot cats did this. My last cat and my only cat was when I was 9. Black cat named Dominique. My mom had bought it for me when we were living in off of Church Street Road in Riverdale, right where I'm at. Well, I'm off of the other road, but the other road is going left is my road, going right is Church Street. So I was living in this big old house my mama had purchased. The subdivision at the time was named Emmy Acres. Do your research. And I was going to Church Street Elementary School, which is still standing, because I was coming from an appointment one day. I'm like, why this school looks so familiar? I said, sir, what's the name of that school? And as I asked that, I saw the sign, Church Street Elementary, and I was like, that's my first elementary school. Wow. Shout out to Atlanta, Southside. So yeah, long story short, that was when I had my first cat, all black cat named Dominique. My mom brought it home from work. She was working at Georgia Power at the time as a customer service agent, and she brought it home in a big brown box. And obviously somebody had cats who had kittens and they were giving them away. But the superstition, all black cats are bad luck. Everybody cherry picked off the cats and left the one sole black cat, which was Dominique. And I just fell in love. But I was very much afraid of it because, up until 9 years old, I never had a pet except for when my mom would take me to those fairs. And, you toss the balls, the golf balls or the little ping pong balls in, like, the cups to try to, like, win a free goldfish. Yeah, I would overfeed my goldfish and they would, like, belly up. So, yeah, that was the only pet that I've had was a dang on fish outside of my mama getting me that cat. And I love that cat. I love Dominique so much, and my neighbors, they ended up poisoning it because they were jealous that I ended up getting a cat before them, or pet before them, because they wanted to get a dog, and my mama got me a cat first. So it was just a lot of, I've been facing this jealousy crap from the world for years, and I just never understood, why would you kill my cat? So I kind of low-key just been hurt by that ever since, so I never had another cat. So when I saw Silver, I'm like, I want you! And I got him in the house. He went crazy, so I had to call the landlord. I'm like, sir, I need you because this cat is going crazy, and I don't need him because I forgot cat spray, right? I don't need you to spray up nothing in here. So I ended up getting, well, I called the landlord. He came. He ended up getting the cat out of the house. And do you know, and it was cold too, baby. I'm talking about like November, December, January type. No, not December. Not January. November, December. It was like chilly outside, like brrrish cold. He just did not want to come. He did not want to come into the house. And I'm sorry, baby. I'm not going to force you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to force you. And do you understand, folks, when I tell you this cat, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get mama her milk. I mean, baby her milk. When I tell y'all, you know what this cat did? He stayed by my bush for the entire night. And I would keep going out there to periodically check. And he would just look up at me. And I'm like, yo, when I tell you his person, I keep saying him. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. But the personality of that cat was just so, I want to say debonair. That might not be the right word. But y'all, when I say I wanted that fucking cat, I wanted the cat. Dang on cat just ain't want to come. Hold on, I got to get some more water, y'all. Mama make milk, okay? The cat just did not want to come. So, anyway. So the reason why I brought that up is because when I left my trash outside, I knew it was going to rain. No, I didn't know it was going to rain. So when I set my trash outside, this is like a few days ago. When I set my trash outside, it ended up raining. So I had every intention to take out the trash the following morning, right? So I'm on the phone, and we mentioned in my conversation, there was like trash being mentioned. I'm like, oh, I got to take out my trash. Y'all, while I go outside, there's 2 big old holes on the side of each, on the bottom of each of the trash, on my trash bag. 2 big old holes. And guess who it is? Guess who it is? You guessed it, Silver. I said, Silver, go on now. Go on. Ain't nothing over here for you. And I'm talking about, it was a whole bunch of like crap flies. It was a whole bunch of like, it was a whole bunch of nasty, like, you know them poop flies. I really want to say the S word, but I don't need to be getting strikes or nothing since we on our way to monetization. So, yeah, I don't really want to curse like that for real. But, you know, I'm a realist. You know what I'm saying? I be saying, Lord, help me with it. I be saying profane language. I'm not perfect. I'm not going to sit here and fake the phone. I do be cursing. And I don't like to. It's just second nature sometimes. Like, what the? So, yeah, it was a whole bunch of, like, poop flies. If you know, you know. I'm talking about them big, fat, nasty ones. Like, when they fly past. They're like, ugh. All on the trash bag. Silver had done, I'm giving her bananas this morning, you guys. Silver had done was clawing at the bag. And I'm just trying to have I'm just trying not to have the, wash it off. The spoon. I'm just trying not to have the diapers that were inside, the crappy poopy diapers, not be spilled all over the place. Because, Jesus, that would have been ugly for me to pick up. And you know how diapers, when they get all jelly-like and everything? Yeah, it's gross. That's gross. So, yeah, that's that. That's why I'm just like, let me tell y'all about the situation. What happened with me and my doggone trash can and my cat that didn't want to be my cat. Now, Specs is the one that has the brown, the white, and the silver spots. Cinnamon is brown and white, which I later found out because the landlord had came by to look at my floor. Remember, I told y'all my floors be leaky when it rains. Yeah, so that one time, the landlord had them stop by, and he was like, they just, you know, effing in the middle of the street. I said, who? He's like, them cats. So I'm like, what? So I go outside and I look. I'm like, Cinnamon! Specs! What y'all doing? So apparently Specs is a girl and Cinnamon is a boy. Huh. Who knows? You get what I'm saying? I'm like, y'all brother and sister. Because I be seeing the mama and daddy walk around, and that, she is a hoe. Them cats be putting it out. Like, I've never seen, I understand, like, my neighborhood, and I don't want to, like, talk down on it, But it low-key reminds me of like the Jeepers Creepers movie, the first one, when the lady was like, did you see the cats? Right? Calling Darren. And the old lady, she was blind, but she had all them cats. Yeah, that's kind of low-key how my neighborhood is. But it's not that bad towards like up here. Because you'll get what you call like your regulars. But you see the corner store that I had just went to? Y'all, bless you, babe. You see the corner store that I had just went to? Yeah, it's bad up there. I'm talking about it's a slew of them up there. And of course, once you get towards the back entryway, it's bad out there too with them cats. So can I call it? Is it safe to say it's an infestation? Seem like it. But yeah, oh, and I wanted to share with you guys, you know what y'all know, I don't know why I'm talking so fast. Maybe I'm just excited because I feel refreshed now. I feel hydrated now. But y'all know, them pigtails I said I wanted to make. Yeah, I messed it up. Yeah. So, because me a Jamaican, sometimes I feel like say every little thing need a Jamaican fix up on it, like a Jamaican spin. Yeah, no. Because the pigtails that I'm wanting, baby. Okay, so in my defense, in my brain, me I think of stew peas, where them put like little salt beef or pigtail in there. But that's what I was thinking in my brain, but I was hoping to get it Southern style pigtails. So I learned 2 things that day. Don't rush the process. With that being said, if you're making pigtails, from what I've learned, do not put it on medium to high heat. You put it on slow heat. And my second lesson that I've learned, watch the video, Iniki. Watch the video in full. See, I'm watching the video to look for ingredients, like what they're doing. Oh, I got that. Oh, I got that. I can do that. But I didn't watch all the way through. When every single video did show me slow cook, slow cook, slow cook, slow cook, slow cook. Did Iniki slow cook? No. I first put it on medium heat, which is 5. And then I'm like, oh, mama's getting tired, y'all. I got to take a nap. And then I cut it down to low. Shouldn't have done that. And I had them in the pot. Don't overcook it too, right? I had it in the pot for like 4 hours. They were only supposed to cook for 2 to 3. So I wasted a whole can of butter beans, and I wasted a whole can of pinto beans. Gone to the wind. Wasted a whole half a bell pepper, green pepper, and I wasted a whole half of onion. Oh, and them 4 big old, big, fat, thick, chunky pieces of pigtail. Gone. But I can't be upset. I bought 2 packs. They were only like $3 and change. I said I was going to go back to the store, grab another pack, watch them videos, and do it again. Because that's the beautiful thing. If you have a passion to cook, then yes, you will try again. And I just kept telling myself, okay, Nikki, what did we learn today? Don't rush the process. Yeah, don't rush the process. So if you're making pigtails or anything of that caliber, slow cook, please. I don't have a crock pot as of yet. Somebody said I can borrow theirs, but I'm like, no, I'll get my own. I'm very much my own. I don't have siblings. I grew up an only child. So just sharing is kind of like, I cringe at the thought of it. I'm generous. I am generous, I like to think. But like sharing, like, I'm still kind of like stuck in my ways about that. So yeah, I don't have a crock pot yet. And I don't have a deep freezer yet for me to just be like, oh, I ain't worried about it. I messed up. Let me go in and get some more meat at the deep freeze. Man, when I tell you I was messed up about it, and I really want to say the F-bomb, but try not to curse. When I tell y'all I was really messed up about it, let me go ahead and put this here while I'm holding it. Baby, when I tell y'all I was messed up about it, baby, I was messed up about it. You hear me? I was messed up about them little pigtails. Because I'm talking about they was like this long, and they was fat. Full of meat. Oh, Jesus. But I guess I don't be needing to eat no more pork anyway. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I probably don't be needing to eat no more pork, but I'm telling somebody want it. God knows somebody want it. Me don't want it bad. So that's okay, because I gotta learn. Because one thing about it, people, my love for them, that's what drives my passion to cook. And then I'm going to get up off here, because where we at? About to be 25 minutes. That's what drives my passion to cook, you guys. I have a passion to eat. You see this? Do you see this? Do you see this? You see this? Yeah, baby, I got a passion to eat, mama, because mama gonna eat. Mama's gonna eat. So I love you guys. That's it. Stay in close daily personal relationship. Oh, and stay in your lane. Somebody told me just yesterday on the phone, the way they put it was so beautifully put. Don't worry about another person's lane. They're talking to me, right? They said, sometimes the slow lane might just be for you, Iniki. Because in that slow lane, you'll get to see everything along the way. And I was like, oh, that is my lane. That is. And all I can think about is the times of my being homeless, the times of my tribulation, the times of my trials, right? The times of my circumstances, the times of when I was in my survival mode. The slow lane is my lane. That's okay. I'm at 663 subscribers today while I make this recording. Who knows, it could be more. But I remember when I was at 2. I remember when I was at 20. And now it's at 600 and change. And as soon as I blink my eye and post, another 100. So stay in your lane. When that was told to me, it actually ties into Philippians 4:6-7. If you haven't, again, had a chance to check out the live, where it states, do not be anxious about anything. I would be so anxious about these lights, about this rent, about this, about that, about everything, to where I found myself in that anxiousness, in that me being anxious with the onset of, I don't want to speak the anxiety over me, so I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. But in that midst of feeling anxious, right, it would cause me to like go into survival mode. No, I'm not doing that. God did not bring me into my blessing for me to survive. He brought me here so that I can rest, so that I can pray, so that I can worship, and so that I can grow, and so that I can live. So stay in your lane, Iniki. Stay in your lane. If the slow lane is for you, it's for you. And then what they also mentioned was, don't be trying to switch lanes. You know, like how on 285, right? If you're in Atlanta or just wherever your city's highway is, or countries, wherever you all are. Switching lanes. When you try to switch lanes, you can cause an accident. And I was like, that is so true. Because oftentimes when I'm on 285, when I was driving, of course, which I hate taking 285, but just hear me out for a second. You'll see those cars that just are so impatient. They switching lanes, and next thing you know, up here, they didn't cause an accident. They didn't got into an accident. Because they switching all them lanes. So I'm gonna start applying that even more, because I'm not opposed to constructive criticism. You know, it was once said to me, you be getting on here looking like anything. And I sure was. And I kind of low-key am now. Because, baby, when I tell you, it got to come out. Oh, baby, it's got to come out. I got to take these out. And I've just been procrastinating. I just don't be wanting to do it. Because what the hell was I thinking when I did them this small? They looked good for what it was worth. But now I'm about to do me some longer, bigger, not longer, but some bigger knotless. Oh, did I tell y'all, baby, I found a girl that can do my sewing. You see, don't be anxious about nothing. Lord, I was in the lift. Her name Drika. She from the east side, like me. You hear me? She from DeKalb County, like me. Was taking me and my baby to the Walmart. And I'm like, I like your braided body. She's like, thank you. I said, how much they charge you? She's like, I did it myself. I was like, no, you didn't. You didn't do that yourself. She's like, yeah, I did. I said, no. You didn't. She's like, I did. I said, girl, you got a number? So I said, you know how to do sewing? She's like, I do, but I said, come on with the butt. She's like, yeah, because, you know, these girls be one. I said, baby, all I want to do is a little flat middle part. That's it. That's it. She's like, I can do that. I said, how much you going to charge a girl? Somebody said, $40, $50. I said, $40, $50 for a sew-in? Baby, come on. Okay? $40, $50 for a sewing. I said, and baby, I'm already, and I lifted up like how I showed y'all. I'm already taking out my hair. Come on now. When I said I'm getting a sew-in, I'm gonna get a sew-in. I speak things out of my mouth. I don't have any doubt, and it's so. It's so. But stay in my lane. Stay in your lane, Iniki. I can do hair. I can braid. I did mine. I don't. That's not my passion. So that's clearly not my lane. I've done a whole full set of my nails. When it was COVID time and everybody was in the house, I had nothing to do but learn. My product wasn't moving, which was the epoxy stuff at the time. That wasn't moving. I taught myself how to do a full set. I can do nails. That's not my lane. That's not my passion. I can cook my tail off, but guess what? That's not my lane. I'm not my mama. I don't want to cater. That's not my passion. Which reminds me, y'all, I had a dream. Yeah, I had a dream. I did say I was going to start talking about my dreams over on the TikTok. If you haven't followed me on TikTok, make sure you follow me at itsiniki, its.iniki, and check me out on there as well. But in the dream, I was frying jackfruit. Odd, huh? Because I've never even tasted jackfruit. I was frying jackfruit, but in my brain I was thinking of breadfruit. Where we know about in Jamaica, yes, you fry a little breadfruit and you can name it with the ackee and saltfish or the corned beef or whatsoever you want to name it with, right? Breadfruit. But I was frying jackfruit, and I had it on a white plate with the silver platter, with the silver aluminum foil covering it. And I was going around, and I said, you guys want to try some jackfruit? And they was like, we'll try it. We'll try some. And he was like, And I said, I made it myself. And then I went into this other room and I said, would you like to try some? They were like, no, we're good. I said, what about you, Snoop Dogg? I said, what about you, Snoop? You want to try some? He's like, yeah, I'll try some. He's like, oh, yeah, this is good. Let me get some more of that. And I said, thank you. I made it myself. And when I looked, it was a whole, the whole plate was full. The whole white plate was full. It was a square plate, kind of like the ones I have in here, but there was only like less than half that was eaten up, that was passed out. So I woke up, and then of course, some other stuff happened in the dream, but I'll probably take it over to TikTok or just, make my voice recording in my journal. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys because I had tried calling my grandma like, nah, ma, my dream about to me I fried jackfruit. You know what that mean? Because again, if I can't interpret my dreams, then I'm calling my granny. But she didn't answer the phone. But I'm going to be thinking about that. All right, you guys, I love you. Stay close in personal relationship with the Lord, okay? Stay in your word. Right your wrongs if you can. Stay in your lane if you can. And everything will be all right. All right, until next video. Later.